Now we've got the outdoor kitchen complete. I want to be able to put a screen on the back to try and cut the wind feel out and to try and provide a little bit more privacy from the neighbour's side, them from us from them. And I want to do a rustic framed hazel hurdle. I've got my measurements now. I'm going to fix it to the wall and do something at that end. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll fix it to that end somehow. I've got some ash poles up the woodland, so we're going to use those for the rustic frame, and rather than just using mechanical fixings to hold it all together, I want to be able to use mortise and tenons in all the joints, so that it's a completely self-supporting structure rather than relying on mechanical fixings and screws and bolts and things. Yeah, see how we go. I just popped up the woodland because here I have some ash poles and I'm looking for something pretty chunky, so ideally about 4 inches round would be nice. I only really need about 3 poles. These two, I think, that one and that one, I can use them as top and bottom rail, and then I'm thinking possibly this one as the uprights. So let me tell you a bit about ash. Ash is a superb timber, but it's not one that you tend to use outdoors much because it won't last outdoors, especially in the ground. Now if I didn't peel the logs, it would rot away in about 3 years because the bark holds the moisture in and just rots the timber away. However, because what I'm making is off the floor and in an area where it's under a little bit of the canopy, I used ash on the rafters to the outdoor kitchen. As a whole, they look really nice still. Half is 177. 88 half, just there. We've got to chop out the mortise for the mid rail. These ones are the two uprights, and they've got to have a mortise cutting at each end for the tenons on the long horizontals. So I've marked them out. I'm going to drill those out, both bottom and tops. Now I've done the dry fit, we've got to do the mid rail, which will go from there down to about here somewhere. So that's this piece here, the mid rail, cut to length. I've marked up the ends. We've got to put a tenon on the ends of these. Amazing how that's split already. That's split since yesterday. Unbelievable. It will split, by the way, because it's roundwood. So I've got to put a tenon on the ends of each one of these. I've marked it up, so that's where it's got to be cut to, that round to there, down to that line there. That piece will all get chopped out. Same for the underside, so that half moon there will get chopped out to leave that piece in the middle. And the same at the other end. And then what we'll have to do is take off these ends, pop the middle rail in, put the ends back on, strap it up, get some pegs in, and we are getting close. Handy tip, if you're doing wedged pegs like these instead of draw pegs, then the wedge wants to be in perpendicular to the grain of the timber that it goes through. Otherwise what happens if you rotate that and have it so the wedge was that way on, as you hammer it in, it's trying to split that apart. It wouldn't split it apart, but that's what it's trying to do, so that will hold fast better than if you do it the other way.
Like a glove.
I'm just toying about to put a fix in either through there. I could put an oak peg through there into the framework behind, or the other option is to drill a hole in this and put a mechanical fix in into this masonry here. That's one option. This end is now going to be supported by this, and I can just make sure we're putting an oak peg in there, through there, into there. Quite impressed with that. You never have to admit it.